Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanna, also known as Keto in Canada, and today I am celebrating 95 weeks on the ketogenic diet. Yeah, party! If you want to follow along on my daily updates and videos, make sure you check me out on Instagram at Keto in Canada. If you've been watching some of my past videos, this would be, number 95 in a weekly video series. You might be thinking, is that actually Joanna? She looks far too stylish to be the girl I've been following for so long. Well, that's because being stylish and fashionable and dressing well for my body and what makes me feel comfortable and representing myself has been something that has been a part of my desires for years and years. When Taylor was only 6 months old, I hired a personal stylist from London. I spent so much money. It was really unsuccessful. I ended up feeling really bad about myself after that experience. I'm not sure if I've ever talked about that here, but honestly, it was really, really negative. And now, after going through this journey years later and losing all this weight, I still didn't lose that desire to improve the way that I was presenting myself to the world. I always felt like I was wearing clothes that weren't really meant for me, or that I was buying clothes that didn't really feel like they were my style, unflattering, or just not me. And finding my style is another exciting part of my weight loss journey. Although I made a post about this the other day, you do not need to wait until you've lost weight to start trying to dress better. Even if you're going to Goodwill. Start experimenting, have fun, right? And anyways, so more recently I started working with Amanda from Simply Stylish SJ, that's on Instagram, and she helped me really find out that I had a very classic style, that although I liked certain fashions I would see on the rack and I would buy them, very expensive stuff, I never felt comfortable in it, and it was obvious to people around me that, I wasn't really representing myself the way that I wanted to. So after working with her, amazing, you guys should do it. She has an online style consult, and she lives in New Brunswick. I want to say it's New Brunswick. I hope I'm not wrong. I'm so sorry. Forgive me if I am. But for a very reasonable cost, we did a style consult over the internet, and she looked at all of my clothes, and she told me really what to look for. And then most recently, another girl I follow on Instagram, CB Styled, mentioned this fall, what is it called? puttingmetogether.com challenge. I'll put a link in the description down below. And I looked it up, it was $40. And basically, Audrey at Putting Me Together gives you all these different clothing options that you can buy, although you can shop your closet. And so she gives you all these options, and then she tells you what to wear for 5 weeks, including your weekends. And so you can go out and buy new pieces, or if you have stuff in your closet, or you can go to Goodwill and try to create the outfits that she's sharing with you. Also, you get to go in a Facebook group and then take pictures and show people how you put together that day's looks. And I really find that it's been exciting for me to continue the journey of finding out my style. My kids are screaming. I can hear them. Oh, they're getting ready too. Can I help you?
Yes.
What are you cutting?
Your bag.
Please don't. Please don't. I might need to return that. Thank you. Anyways, so I find it really exciting for me to continue on this fashion journey. It kind of keeps me motivated to keep going, and participating in this challenge was exciting for me because it allowed me to continue on this style journey that is a part of my overall self-development journey, because how you present to yourself to the world is really, really important. And I have to say, even after buying a lot of the pieces from Audrey's challenge, and putting them on and using what I've learned from Amanda in picking which pieces I was choosing to purchase, I feel like $1,000,000. I don't know if you can tell from this video, but just after a few days of really accessorizing and dressing differently, I feel so, so good. So maybe you guys want to join me in this fall challenge. You do have to invest a little bit in your wardrobe unless you have a ton of clothes. But I probably have spent a decent amount of money. I don't really even want to think about it, but come join me. It's fun. I'll show you what today's outfit looks like, and my room is a disaster. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, there's stuff all over my floor because I got earrings and then Carter took the boxes and he threw them all around. But these were old boots, these were old jeans. This is a new jacket from Aritzia and a new shirt from Abercrombie & Fitch. And then I got this cheap watch. It's twisted because, oops, sorry. This cheap watch from Bizou, it's called. It was like $29. And then check out these earrings I got from a company called Nickel and Suede. I have very sensitive ears, and these are not hurting my ears at all, and I've been wearing them for hours, so they were a little bit pricey, I think, because they were US and I had to exchange to Canadian funds and then ship them here, but honestly, they are so lightweight, and I feel like it really, really puts this whole outfit together because it matches with my watch and my boots. And although I do feel a little bit safari, I threw on a leopard print scarf today, and I was like, okay, I look like I'm in freaking Africa. I need to take this off immediately. So I'm still learning. I'm still very much in the beginning of my style journey as well. But you guys, I'm telling you, like, this feels great. And Steve keeps saying, like, oh, you look so nice and I look so not nice. I'm like, well, maybe you need to go on a style journey of your own because it feels really, really good to add some new pieces and to just feel all around better about yourself. So what else is new? Carter has an ear infection. Last night I had to take him to Emerge, and I really kept a positive attitude about it. I find the hospital very draining to my energy. It sucks when you know your kid just needs someone to peek in his ear and give you a prescription for antibiotics and you spend hours there. But again, very, very grateful that we're just there with an ear infection, number one. Number two, that my son is there, you know, that I have a kid that has an ear infection. Number three, that we have health care and that we have the accessibility to go and get medicine for my child. What a blessing. So overall, very positive about it. But we were there over 4 hours and Carter was really good, and then he started to get very tired because we were there till 12:30 at night. And at the end of the night, we received the medicine for him, but he didn't like it and he didn't want to take it, and I had to literally like dump it in his face. And then I dumped half of it down the sink because I just wanted to leave because he wouldn't take it, and I was done and I wanted to go home. Are you over it? You want to go home, I know.
Yeah, I want to go home.
So when we got home, he was hungry because he hadn't even had dinner from when we had left to go there. And I had no money for the friggin' vending machine. I had to like ask the people at the front desk for water because he was just dying of thirst. Me too, actually. So we weren't really prepared for a long stay at Emerge. And when we got home, him and I watched the Big Brother finale, and it was like 1:15 when he went to bed. But he was so sick and miserable. So he stayed home from school today, and we went and got more medication. And this is where this gets a little bit interesting. When I went to the pharmacy, I have to tell you the story because this is like a full circle moment for me. Hi, Hero. Hero. All right, so full circle moment for me was when I went to the pharmacy and I said, oh, here's the medicine for Carter. And then the guy was like, you're Joanna? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I've totally read like everything you've ever written online. So the pharmacist had read or was following me here online. And, you know, if you're watching this right now, hi. And it's really, really funny because, and he lost 25 pounds on keto, which was awesome. Congrats to him. And I said, well, he's like, oh, I totally know you. That's funny. And I was like, well, you know what? I know you and I remember you because when Carter was a little baby, like he was probably 1, I think, when this happened, or no, he was not quite 1. He was 9 months old, and I was like losing my mind. I was struggling with postpartum depression. I was in a really bad place. I had gone to my doctor, and he put me on medication called You get away from my sweaters and stuff. This cat. Anyways, I had been put on Prestique by my doctor, and that was like a antidepressant, and I'd never been on anything like that before, but I'll tell you, all I wanted to do was sleep all day before I started this. Grocery shopping was hard. Doing anything with the kids was difficult. All I wanted to do was nothing. And I really, really struggled. Anyways, and then when I went on the medication, all I wanted to do was sleep more, and it made me really miserable, and I was really, really struggling. And what happened is I went to go try to get a doctor's appointment, and I couldn't because welcome to Canada, it's really hard. And so I went into the pharmacy right there, and I said to the guy, like, in tears, basically, I am on this medication, how do I get off of it, what do I do? And I remember he was very, very kind to me, and he told me that I could like start weaning myself off, or I could just cold turkey cut it off if I wanted to, and that is like I threw them in the garbage right then. And he was very kind, and I really very much appreciated that. So it's kind of interesting to see like full circle moment that he was able to help me, and then maybe by reading my posts I've helped him along on his journey. So I thought that was really cool. And oh look, there's Steve. Hi Steve. How's it going?
Good. 6:30.
6:30. What he means by 6:30 is you have to get Carter's haircut in 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 6:30.
Is that what you're telling me at 6:30?
Yeah, I thought maybe you were having too much fun.
No, I think his appointment's 6:45.
I don't know. It's been looking.
Anyways, well, it's 6:45. Hi, Hero. Yeah, so I thought that was a really great full circle moment on week 95 of keto. Just to know that. So, yeah, starting a fashion journey. It's interesting. I'm really enjoying trying to dress nicer and putting myself together. It makes me feel really, really good about how I'm presenting myself to the world. Yeah, I missed my workout with Nate today because Carter was sick and he was at home, obviously, so that was a bit of a bummer. But I am really feeling great in my workouts too. So that is my week 95 keto diet update, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh, and if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate that. But you know, like if you don't want to, that's okay too. Thank you. See you later.